Hello, my name is Jennifer Witt, Director of ProjectManager.com. Thank you for joining our whiteboard session today on meeting quality targets on projects, how to improve project results. Well, it's that time again. We're off to the races on projects. Many companies today are trying to implement things as quick as they can to expand their business, expand markets, roll out new product launches in order to gain market share. So how do we as project managers do that without affecting the quality of our project? So first of all, we think there are 5 steps to incorporate into our plans. Number 1, we want to define the quality. What does that really mean? What does the quality on our project mean? I have a mentor that says version 1 is better than version none. So in some cases, it's better to get things to market before they're perfect. You know, we as project managers and sometimes technical people like to get things perfect. Well, a lot of times we can't do that in some markets. Sometimes there's actually a need we're trying to meet. So it's important to define the quality, what that means for our project, which could mean something different to other projects. Define it, agree on it, incorporate it into the plan. Number 2, set targets. Set the literal targets of what we're going to be measuring against. So how do we come up with those targets? Well, we find effective holding workshops and including any stakeholders that may provide input into the targets and what we need to incorporate. Also the team members to make sure what we're trying to incorporate and measure is actually realistic. And also legal compliance. Sometimes there are many industries that have legal requirements that must be managed and maintained throughout the project so that once something is rolled out to market, it actually meets those compliance requirements. Third is communicate the targets. So now that the targets have been defined, they've been incorporated into the plan, so now all parties need to know what the targets are in order to incorporate those into their own plans and to measure them and track them along. So we have to identify who is responsible for communicating, who's responsible for actually communicating to subplans, who is responsible for managing those, maintaining them, and getting them back on track, who is responsible for testing the targets and the metrics, who is responsible for approving those. So we need to get all of that defined and incorporate it into the plan. Then we need to measure. So now that we have everything defined, it's agreed upon, it's incorporated into the plan, it's been communicated to all parties impacted, now we need to actually measure that. So how do we do it? Who does it? So we need to incorporate those decisions into the plan and make sure that someone, the appropriate party, is actually measuring the metrics all along and making sure that they're within the guidelines, they're within the agreements made within the team and meeting legal compliance. The fifth step is to take action. So if one finds that the targets are not being met and things are off, the quality objectives are off, it's important to take action quickly. So how do we do that? Who does that? Who escalates? So it's important to get things on track. We've got to decide, we're going to escalate this issue. Are we going to cancel the project? Are we going to back things out? Many times it's very important to make those decisions quickly and be able to either cancel the project or cancel something and get it back on track. We think those are 5 important steps to incorporate quality and improve project results, but also increase the stakeholder satisfaction and team support. So we hope you find that of value and can incorporate that into your project. So if you need any additional tips, tools, and techniques for quality plans on your projects, feel free to visit us at ProjectManager.com.